new vintage tees. These I've collected probably over the last 3 months. There's some bangers in here for sure. A few of these I've been wanting for years, this being one of them. Green Day basket case on the anvil tag, single stitch, good one. 1989 Pixies. Silver Brockham tag, XL, which this tag always runs waist shorter, so boxier, which is better for me. Hard to find a good Alex G shirt. They don't really exist. And here's a one that says Sandy Alex G, so this was before he dropped Sandy from his name. It's on this really nice faded lime green color. Love that one. Y2K skeleton. Got the rib cage and the spine, front, back. Spawn. Been wanting a Spawn tee for quite some time. They're never in a size large. This one's licensed to Stanley DeSantis. No tag, but was a Stanley DeSantis tag. Another Silver Brockham XL, way shorter, way boxier. Jane's Addiction. Ritual de la Habitual Tour 1990. Crazy faded out, gray blue hookups. On the old hookups tag, this is single stitch, top and bottom. A lot of these are newer than that. Fashion Victim Alien Tee. Been wanting this purple one for a while now. Lord's Gym, single stitch, top and bottom. On the jerseys tag, made in USA. A lot of these are newer. This one's probably early 90s, maybe even older. His Pain, Your Gain. Some people might not like that one. Another Silver Brockham XL. Slayer. With the dude on the front. Band members on the back with like a bloody border around them. Another very boxy tee, which is great for me. This is a wild Metallica AOP front, back, sleeves on the black Brockham tag, size large, single stitch, top, bottom. This is kind of like the holy grail of Metallica tees. Lemon heads on the Brockham, same black Brockham tag. Super faded out on the shoulders, or kind of throughout the whole deal. Sun faded. I love the pink and purple lettering, and then a little cow on a unicycle playing the guitar, ukulele. Garbage, #1 Crush on the Winterland tag, single stitch. If you're anywhere near my age, you know this song. You know the band, you probably know the song. If you heard it, you would know. And this is probably the most I've spent on a vintage tee. We're not going to talk about the price, but My Bloody Valentine, You Made Me Realize. Super soft, flowy, thin. Good distressing. I could not get this one. And then this is my holy grail of tees. I love this My Bloody Valentine. On the Onita tag, size XL, made in USA, single stitch, sleeves, and bottom. This one has quite a story, told it a few times. I'll tell it quick as I can. I was in a record store in Seattle on a crooked trip maybe 3 months ago. Asked the dude that works there, hey, do you have any old My Bloody Valentine CDs or tapes or whatever? And he said no. And then a guy shopping in the store overheard me and was like, man, people still listen to My Bloody Valentine? And like kind of laughed, and I was like, yeah, they're my favorite band. I love them. Blah, blah, blah. We talked for a second, and he goes, Yeah, man, I saw them in 1992, and I think I saw one of their shirts, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll buy that off you if you want to sell it. And he was like, he like laughed and was confused on why I would even care to buy that or was interested. I walked out of the store, and I thought for a second, I'm like, man, I'm just gonna go give him my number. Like, what if? So I go back in, I gave him my number, and I said, yeah, man, if you want to sell that tee, I was like, for real, I'm down to buy it. And he was like, all right, I don't know if I can find it. It's in storage somewhere. Also, I live in Vancouver, and I was like, crazy, our next stop is Vancouver. And he was like, all right, blah, blah, blah. I said, nice to meet you, man. I hope to hear from you, or whatever. 2 days go by, and then I get a text from him with photos of this shirt, along with like a photo of his ticket stub from the concert. And so he found it, and I'm like, damn, how much do you want? Either he or I said 300, which, if you know this shirt, these go and have gone for well over 1,000, 1,500, 1,600, 1,300. Like, they don't even really exist to even buy at this point. But long story short, he agreed to the 300, and I PayPal'd him, and he showed up, or he dropped it off the next day at our Airbnb. And we got back from skating, and it was sitting on the doorstep in a little bag. And that's my story for this one. And yeah, man, it was meant to be. And I wasn't trying to gyp the guy. I don't feel like he felt gypped, or I didn't feel like I was gypping him on the price. It just was a shirt that he probably never would have looked at again in his life. It probably would have sat in storage forever. And some dude came up to him all excited, and maybe he could tell that I really wanted it. And so yeah, super good price, and yeah, I'm gonna keep this one forever. Yeah, that's all my tees.